Oh, hey there, bud. Welcome to another episode of Three Toe Customs. I'm your host with the most Three Toe Joe. If you didn't know, well, now you know. What do we got going on today? Well, we got a pretty good one for you. As most of my resubscribing subscribers probably already know, lately I picked myself up this 2021 Indian Chieftain Dark Horse. Nice, 1890 cc's, 116 cubic inches, torque. Yeah, beautiful bike, rides really, really nice. Now, one thing that I did notice when I got this bike is I am a little bit vertically challenged. I'm only 5'4". So, reaching the ground flat footed is not really an option for me. I can almost do it if I stand up kind of just right, but for the most part there, I'm like half flat footed there with the stock seat. But one thing that I did notice with the stock seat is I am reaching out quite far for the handlebars. My arms are like pretty much all the way straight out. And another thing that I didn't like was the shifter. I had to really reach out with my foot to reach the shifter. I did add the heel shifter on it, but still, it's kind of, the brake and the shifter were kind of like, just felt like I was reaching far out for them. So I hopped online, started looking for some options to see what was out there. I did notice that you can get some short reach handlebars. That might be an option in the future, but for now, what I opted for was actually a short reach seat. So I found this seat here through refco.ca because I am in Canada. This is a Drag Specialties, made by Drag Specialties. Pretty nice quality seat. What we'll do is we'll put them side by side. We'll show some of the differences in between this seat and the stock seat. And, and then I'll talk about kind of some of the differences that I feel and whether I feel it's really worth it or not to upgrade to this seat here. So, we'll go ahead. We'll start getting the stock seat off and get this one on. So to remove the stock seat, just to keep this simple, I already removed all the bolts. You basically have one bolt here, and then on each side of the bike, you have these nice plastic covers here that just clip in. You just pull those out, and then you will see you'll have a couple of more bolts here, one on each side. And take those out. You just give her a little tap here. She'll slide right off for you. Ready to go. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at these two seats side by side here. So first thing you're definitely going to notice is the passenger's seat definitely has a nice wider bum area. The wife kind of likes that. So looking here, to me, it looks like, the seating area is wider on one than the other by a little bit. So for me, there's actually where it created a problem for me. So this seat here, the way that it's designed, the cushion pushes you up further about a couple of inches, and it's supposed to lower you down about a half an inch to an inch or so or something like that. We'll talk about that a little bit more here in a bit. But you can definitely see the difference between the two seats, and this one's got the nice diamond stitching in it, which actually kind of does look a little better than the original. Yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll get this guy popped on, then we'll talk some about the feel of the differences. Okay, so we'll take a quick shot here and take a look at it on the bike. On the bike, it actually does look really nice. Kind of really matches the look of the bike. Is it a little bit different look than some of the other bikes you see out there? So, a seat definitely makes a big difference. Now, one thing that I did want to point out here, because I noticed right away, once I put this on, is this line down here. You see here where it has this gap here with the frame. I've tried everything. That's just how the seat is made. With the stock seat, it hides that line really nice. You don't see the frame kind of sticking out there. So that's one thing that I don't like about this seat compared to the stock seat. But, when you're kind of just looking at it from away, standing up, it's not too bad. So, we'll go sitting on it and we'll give you our thoughts and what's going on there. Okay, so first thought, sitting in the seat, it is stiffer than the stock seat. So I think to get you that lower, they kind of compromise some cushioning, which I kind of feel was kind of counterintuitive to the fact that they made the seat so much wider and it's stiffer, so there's like no give on the sides. So right away, one thing I noticed is I can still touch the ground, but I'm more tippy-toed. I don't have like I maybe went down to like a quarter foothold on the ground, if that makes sense, or I'm more tippy-toed, where before I could, kind of more firmly plant about half my foot down easily. So I do find that I lost some of that reach on the ground. Now what I did find is nice about this is it does seat me up further. I do notice that I am seating up further on the bike. My arms aren't as stretched out. You see here, I got a little bit of bend compared to before. My shifter's right there. I'm not really reaching for it like I was before. My brake, my foot brake. So that kind of is a bonus. So, you know, 50-50 has got like some drawbacks and some goods, I guess, compared to the stock seat. Where I find the stock seat, I could actually touch the ground a little better. But where, you know, I was sitting so far back, I wasn't really reaching as good. And you know, once you're riding and you're shifting on and off, like that's kind of you. That's when you really want to be the most comfortable. I mean, the amount of time that you spend stop on your bike, and I mean, I can still stop flat-footed, firmly one side, no problem. So not too big of a deal. I do wish that Drag Specialties would have kind of taken into consideration that shape and not made her so fat to make you kind of sit bow-legged. And you know, if they could have maybe even used a little bit of different material for something a little bit softer. I do find compared to the stock seat, it's not quite as comfortable, but I mean, I have rode around with it for a while and it's not horrible. I mean, it's definitely more comfortable than sitting on a rock, that's for sure. But, you know, overall, I think I'm going to have to give this product about a 7 out of 10, just because of the fit and finish where it leaves that line where you can see the frame. Not quite as soft as the seating as the original seat, but where it does get its points for me is it does push me up forward into a more comfortable seating position while I'm riding. So overall, I mean, was it worth it? Kind of. I mean, like I said, it gained me that extra there, and then maybe down the road just to get a little more comfortable, I might even get some short reach bars, but we'll see. For now, the seat's kind of good, and I mean, I've rode around with it. It's not super horrible, like, you know, it's not as comfortable as the stock, but I mean, it's not horrible. But yeah, I mean, I think overall it was worth the buy. I forget exactly what I paid for it there. It's been a few months, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, in Canada, I got this through where I work over at Revco.ca. If you're in the USA, you just got to look for somebody that sells Drag Specialties products. They have them. I didn't see too many other options available in Canada through the catalogs over at Parts Canada. For these types of seats, but you know, out in the States, maybe you guys have a lot more options. So, you know, if you're vertically challenged like me, I'm about 5'4", and you know, you just kind of want something better to be able to reach your foot controls a little easier. The short reach seat definitely get the job done. So, you know, if you like content if you like content like this, please go ahead, smash the subscribe and notification buttons. It's really going to go a long way towards helping me build my channel here, eh, bud? But yeah, I mean, if you enjoy content like this, go ahead, smash the subscribe and notification button. It's going to go a really long way towards helping me build my channel here. But for now, y'all take her easy because I got lots of work to do. So we'll catch you on the flip side.